Celine Tam's rise in the entertainment world is one of those rare modern stories where talent, timing, and opportunity collide in a way that captures global attention almost overnight. From a young child with an extraordinary voice to a contestant who stepped onto one of the biggest talent stages in the world, her journey reflects both the magic and pressure of early fame. What began as innocent singing moments at home gradually transformed into a carefully nurtured musical path, shaped by family support, discipline, and relentless practice. Her appearance on a major international talent competition marked a turning point that introduced her to millions of viewers who were instantly struck by her emotional depth and vocal maturity. Yet, like many young performers thrust into the spotlight, her story did not end with applause and viral fame. Instead, it continued into a more complex phase, balancing expectations, personal growth, and the realities of life beyond the stage. This is not just a story about a performance or a competition. It is about a young artist navigating identity, ambition, and change in a world that watches every step. To understand where Celine Tam is today, it is important to revisit the foundation of her journey, her breakthrough moments, and the challenges that followed once the cameras stopped rolling. Early life and musical roots. Celine Tam was born into a household where music was not just entertainment, but a way of life. From a very young age, she was surrounded by melodies, instruments, and a culture that valued artistic expression. Growing up in Hong Kong, she was exposed to both Eastern and Western musical influences, which later contributed to her versatility as a performer. Her fascination with singing appeared remarkably early. By the age of 3, she was already able to mimic complex melodies and emotionally rich songs. One of the most defining early moments in her life came during a casual car ride when she confidently sang a globally recognized ballad, surprising her family with her pitch accuracy and emotional control. This moment became an early indicator that her abilities were far beyond those of an ordinary child. What made her early development even more extraordinary was not just her talent, but her emotional connection to music. She did not simply repeat lyrics, she expressed them. Even as a child, she demonstrated an unusual ability to interpret feeling through sound, something that many adult performers spend years trying to master. This natural gift became the foundation upon which her future training and career were built. Family influence and structured training behind Celine Tam's early development stood a deeply involved and supportive family. Her father, a music educator, played a crucial role in identifying and nurturing her abilities. Rather than treating her talent as a coincidence, he approached it with structure and discipline, guiding her through vocal exercises, song selection, and performance practice. Her home environment became a training ground where learning and creativity coexisted. Music was not forced upon her, but it was consistently present, shaping her understanding of rhythm, tone, and expression. Her father's educational background allowed him to balance mentorship with emotional support, ensuring that her growth as a performer did not come at the cost of her childhood. At the same time, her mother contributed to maintaining emotional stability within the household. This balance of discipline and care created an environment where Celine could develop without excessive pressure, even as her skills became more advanced. Over time, this structured yet nurturing upbringing allowed her to build both technical ability and stage confidence. Her early exposure to guided training also meant that by the time she began performing publicly, she already possessed a level of control and maturity uncommon for her age. This foundation would later become essential when she stepped onto larger stages. Early competitions and first public recognition. As Celine Tam's abilities continued to grow, she began participating in local singing competitions and talent showcases. These early performances played a significant role in shaping her confidence and introducing her to live audiences for the first time. Each competition provided her with new experiences, from handling stage nerves to responding to audience reactions. One of her notable early appearances came in a children's singing contest, where she delivered a performance that impressed both judges and viewers. Her ability to maintain vocal stability while expressing strong emotion set her apart from other young contestants. It was clear that she was not simply performing songs, she was interpreting them. These early stages of competition also taught her important lessons about resilience. Not every performance resulted in victory, but each one contributed to her development as an artist. She learned how to adapt, improve, and refine her technique under pressure. This period became essential preparation for the global stage she would later encounter. By the time she reached adolescence, Celine had already built a reputation in smaller performance circles as a remarkably gifted young singer. Her name began circulating beyond local competitions, eventually opening doors to international opportunities. Breakthrough on a global talent stage, Celine Tam's breakthrough moment came when she stepped onto an internationally recognized talent competition stage. At just 9 years old, she faced an audience of thousands and a panel of highly experienced judges. Despite her age, she carried herself with surprising confidence, introducing herself calmly before beginning her performance. Her song choice was deeply personal and symbolic, connecting her early childhood memories with her present ambitions. As soon as she began singing, the atmosphere in the room shifted noticeably. The audience grew silent, and the judges quickly focused their attention on her voice, which carried both clarity and emotional weight. What stood out most was not just her technical ability, but her interpretation of the song. She delivered each note with a level of control and emotional awareness that made the performance feel far beyond her years. As the song progressed, the audience became visibly moved, culminating in a powerful standing ovation once she finished. This moment marked her transition from a promising young singer into an internationally recognized talent. The performance quickly spread online, gaining millions of views and introducing her to a global audience. It became a defining moment that set the stage for everything that followed. The golden buzzer moment and rising fame following her audition, Celine Tam experienced one of the most significant highlights of her journey, receiving a golden buzzer during her performance arc. This moment symbolized not only approval from the judges, but also an emotional connection that transcended technical evaluation. The golden buzzer sent her directly into the next stage of the competition, bypassing several elimination rounds. Confetti filled the stage as she stood in disbelief, visibly overwhelmed by the reaction she had received. For a young performer, this moment represented validation on a massive scale. As her audition video spread across social media platforms, Celine's popularity grew rapidly. She became a recognizable name internationally, with audiences praising her voice, emotional delivery, and natural stage presence. Interviews, performance invitations, and media attention soon followed. Despite this sudden rise in fame, her family remained focused on keeping her grounded. They ensured that she continued her education and maintained a balanced routine, even as public attention intensified. This support system became crucial as she navigated the early stages of celebrity life. Semifinals journey and artistic decisions. As the competition progressed, Celine Tam advanced to the semifinals, where expectations grew significantly higher. At this stage, contestants were required to demonstrate versatility, vocal control, and emotional depth under intense pressure. Celine made thoughtful decisions regarding her song selections, choosing pieces that reflected both her vocal range and personal growth. One of her performances highlighted her ability to adapt to contemporary styles, showing that she was not limited to a single genre. This versatility impressed many viewers and demonstrated her evolving artistic identity. Her stage presence also matured noticeably during this period. She appeared more confident, engaging with the audience while maintaining strong vocal delivery. Each performance showed incremental improvement, reinforcing the idea that she was growing with each stage of the competition. However, the semifinals also introduced increased pressure. With stronger competitors and heightened expectations, every performance carried greater weight. This environment tested her resilience and ability to perform consistently under scrutiny. Judges' reactions and public debate. Celine Tam's semifinal performances received mixed reactions from the judging panel, reflecting the subjective nature of talent competitions. Some judges praised her growth, vocal strength, and emotional expression, noting that she had significantly improved since her audition. Others offered more critical feedback, questioning certain artistic choices and suggesting that some performances leaned too heavily into theatrical presentation rather than pure vocal showcasing. This difference in opinion sparked debate among viewers, many of whom strongly supported her performances. The audience reaction was equally divided at times, highlighting how subjective musical interpretation can be in competitive environments. While some viewers felt she delivered powerful and emotionally engaging performances, others believed she was still refining her artistic identity. Despite differing opinions, one consistent theme remained: Celine was a standout young performer with undeniable potential. The discussions surrounding her performances only increased her visibility and reinforced her status as one of the most talked-about contestants of the season. Elimination and emotional impact. Ultimately, Celine Tam did not advance to the final round of the competition. Her elimination came as a disappointment to many fans who had followed her journey closely. Given her strong performances and emotional appeal, the result was unexpected for a portion of the audience. However, her response to the elimination reflected maturity beyond her years. Instead of expressing frustration, she publicly thanked her supporters and acknowledged the opportunity she had been given. This graceful reaction earned her even more respect from viewers. The experience marked an emotional turning point in her journey. While the competition ended, the exposure and learning experience continued to influence her development as an artist. She had gained international recognition, performance experience, and a clearer sense of direction for her future. Post-show career in Hong Kong. After returning home, Celine Tam was welcomed with significant attention and admiration. Her hometown embraced her success, and she quickly became a recognizable figure in the local entertainment scene. She participated in various events, including high-profile performances and televised appearances. One of her notable post-show performances included singing at a major pageant event, where she once again received strong audience reactions and positive feedback. She also entered other singing competitions and music programs, further expanding her experience and exposure. Competing alongside more experienced artists allowed her to continue developing her craft and adapting to different musical styles. This phase of her career was marked by steady growth rather than sudden fame, as she focused on refining her skills and building long-term artistic credibility. International collaborations and musical growth beyond local performances. Celine Tam also engaged in collaborations with other young artists. One of her most memorable duets involved an emotional performance that gained widespread attention online. These collaborations highlighted her ability to harmonize and connect with other singers, demonstrating strong musical chemistry and emotional expression. The success of these performances helped her reach new audiences and strengthened her presence in the digital music space. She also participated in international music events that brought together performers from different countries. These experiences allowed her to broaden her artistic perspective and gain exposure to diverse musical cultures. Through these opportunities, Celine continued to evolve as a performer, gaining confidence, and expanding her repertoire. Social media presence and fan connection. In the years following her breakthrough, Celine Tam maintained an active presence on social media where she shared updates, performances, and personal milestones. These platforms became an important bridge between her and her global fan base. Her online presence allowed fans to follow her journey beyond the stage, creating a more personal connection with her growth as an artist. She often shared behind-the-scenes moments, rehearsal clips, and messages of appreciation to her supporters. This digital engagement played a significant role in sustaining her popularity, especially as she transitioned from television exposure to independent artistic development. Conclusion: Celine Tam's journey is a story of early talent, global recognition, and ongoing artistic evolution. From a child with a remarkable voice to a performer who captivated international audiences, her path reflects both the opportunities and challenges that come with early fame. While her appearance on a major talent competition introduced her to the world, it was only one chapter in a much larger story. Her continued performances, collaborations, and personal growth demonstrate that her journey is still unfolding. Today, Celine Tam represents more than just a memorable audition or a viral moment. She stands as an example of how young talent can evolve beyond initial fame into a sustained artistic journey shaped by resilience, learning, and passion.